The Pope's arriving in Edinburgh on Thursday, where he'll be met by Her Majesty the Queen. Afterwards, he'll come here to Bellahouston Park in Glasgow, just as his predecessor, Pope John Paul II, did 28 years ago. And in just a few days' time, there'll be more crowds here, including worshippers who've come, in some cases, from quite far away.
And I'm on my way now to meet some of those looking forward to an event they're unlikely to forget.
I've come to Barra in the Outer Hebrides. It's a gorgeous island. It's also the only place in the world where scheduled flights land on the beach. It's also home to one of the oldest Catholic communities in the UK.
Katie MacNeil is Barra born and bred. She runs a bus company on the island. But in just a few days' time, she'll be making a rather longer journey to join an 800-strong choir at the Papal Mass in Glasgow.
You must be Katie? Yes, I know. It's lovely day, isn't it?
The Catholic faith is very important on Barra. When St Columba came to Iona, that would be in 563, he sent his missionaries out to these islands. And even during the Reformation, that didn't seem to touch on the southern islands, Benbecula, South Uist, Eriskay and Barra. They kept hold of their Catholicism.
So the Catholic Church is as ingrained in this island as the sheep in the heather?
Very much so. But because our community is quite small and you know everybody on the island, your next door's problem is also your problem, because you are so interlinked that anybody having problems, we're all sharing them with them. So that's when the power of prayer and our faith comes in and helps us.
And what is it like for you personally to go to see the leader of your church and to sing for him?
It's very, very exciting, very humbling that I personally am going to be part of this service that's going to go probably out to the whole world. And if we just touch one heart, then it's been worth it. My granddaughter is in the youth choir. I think they are quite excited. They do realise that it is an honour to have been chosen.
The youth choir has been recruited from Barra and neighbouring islands, and they sing in the ancient language of Gaelic.
It's called the Ecclesiastical, so it's about God's hand, like reaching out to us and being with us all the time. I think it's a big deal to say, oh, I've been to the Pope's Mass and things like that, so even if you only go once, it's still a big thing.
I am extremely proud to think that the next generation is singing for the Pope. After all, these youngsters, these girls of today are the mothers of tomorrow, and they are our disciples for the faith.
The final day of Pope Benedict's visit will feature a special ceremony to honour one of the most distinguished English Catholics of the 19th century, Cardinal John Henry Newman.
The ceremony is a beatification. That's a distinctly Catholic event in which Newman will be pronounced blessed, just one step away from sainthood. It'll take place here in Cofton Park in Birmingham, where you can see the papal altar taking shape just behind me.
A beatification isn't something that happens every day, and in fact the Pope wouldn't normally be taking a service like this. The fact that he is demonstrates the respect in which he holds a very remarkable man. John Henry Newman was born in London in 1801. He was a renowned figure in the Anglican Church when he converted to Catholicism in 1845. Newman was hugely influential as a scholar and preacher, but he was also a poet, writing two of our best-loved hymns, Lead, Kindly Light and Praise to the Holiest. In the years after his conversion, Newman lived here on the outskirts of Birmingham in a house of retreat he named Maryvale.
Caroline, hi. I'm told you're the person who can tell me all about the links between Newman and this place.
Oh, this was his first Catholic home. He came here in 1846, and it was right out in the country, quite a few miles from Birmingham, beautiful countryside around. But of course, he loved the poor, so he wanted, in fact, to move into Birmingham, which is why in the end, he was only here for 2 years. But it was a very important time of his life. These are his rooms. So I can show you a few lovely little corners if you like.
I'd love that.
Okay, let's have a look. So these were Newman's rooms. It's only a bedroom now because this is the college that he really desired when he was here, but it didn't happen when he was here. However, in this corner, it looks like a cupboard, but this is really special for Cardinal Newman. There's this little window down into the chapel.
Into the chapel?
Yeah.
He must have loved this.
Oh, he did, because he wrote a letter to his friend, and this is what he said to him. I am writing the next room to the chapel. It's such an incomprehensible blessing to have Christ in bodily presence in one's house, within one's walls.
And what do you do here at Maryvale now?
Oh, well, this is Newman's old Catholic home, but he wanted a theological college. Maryvale now is that theological college. It's a distance learning college, so people can study, and it's only for the faith, so people can study their faith from around the world, and it's exactly as Newman wrote about. He says, I want an intelligent, well-instructed laity.
And you'll be at Cofton Park when the Pope performs, will you?
Oh, yes. The grace that's going to flood this country because of this beatification, because there's going to be a proclamation that here is a lowly man who loved the poor, who loved education, who loved the faith, who loved the church, who loves Christ. He wants the country to be flooded again. So that's what we're looking forward to.